All right, everybody, we're going to be talking about making sure you are seen. This is part of the Smart Rider basic training that we had in 2022. We're updating it, but still relevant, good information. So let's take a look at this. All right, everybody. So here's the goal. We're going to be able to demonstrate how to increase our visibility while on a motorcycle and to ensure the safety of us, of the rider. So these are the skills, and this is the knowledge. You already recognize the side of the vehicle. So we're going to be using our defensive driving capabilities, headlights, turn signals, brake lights, and our horn if we need to. I know I keep saying don't use it. I mean, out of 5 out of 1,000, I get it. But the thing is, sometimes like that last video, sometimes it works. So we're going to demonstrate our visibility, and here's all the stuff you're going to learn, okay? So distracted driving becomes a bigger and bigger problem. It is essential to take extra steps to ensure maximum visibility as a rider. So just because somebody else is supposedly paying attention doesn't mean that makes up for our lack of attention. So we need to do some things to grab people's attention, help them out because they're dumb drivers. We have to help them out. We're better and smarter, everybody. So here we go. We're going to effectively utilize our gear. This is why I like having a white helmet. Right now I have a black and white helmet, but I also utilize high-vis gear, so the reflectors on the gear. I have that green climb jacket and green climb pants, but they do have a lot of reflective stuff on it. So when you're looking for a helmet, jacket, maybe a little bit of pants. I mean, the pants don't matter too much, but definitely a jacket and helmet. Get something lighter, like, either high vis is probably one of the best ones you can, but I like white. I don't want to be a highlighter all the time. So a white jacket, especially something that has like the reflective trim, very, very important, okay? Reflectors on your motorcycle helps out quite a bit. Your brake lights, running lights, make sure your lights are actually being utilized. They're actually working. So those are very, very, very big, okay? Very big things. So driving defensively though, here's the thing. When we're driving defensively, we're constantly looking for hazards. We're going to go into orange stage, yellow stage, orange stage, yellow stage, maybe red stage, hopefully not, hopefully never white stage, and hopefully never brown stage. Okay, if you don't know what we're talking about, we do have quite a bit of videos and everything, instructional videos on the MTC awareness stages. But make sure you plan your ride, okay? So make sure you understand that you're positioning for safety, locating hazards, assessing, and navigating these things. And the goal is that you kind of let the world just happen in front of you. Okay, you just let it happen in front of you, and you just move around it like water around a rock in a creek. That's what we're doing. Not a raging rapids, because we see a lot of dum-dums doing that, but a nice, slow-moving creek around dumb rocks. Think of it that way. Think of it that way. So the principle right away is one of the rules of the road is often misunderstood or even ignored by motorists, okay? Yeah, we have a green light. They decided to go in front of us. Yeah. It's fine. Okay, so you may pull up to the intersection first and have the right of way because of it, and it's never safe to assume the other motorists have seen you. Just don't assume it. Like I said, just let the world kind of move. If they decide to go, yeah, it's going to piss you off. I'm not saying your feelings don't matter. It's going to piss you off, and that's rightfully so because we're in a dangerous situation. Anger is something that's going to get you out of something. It's going to cause that fight or flight. You're either going to fight the person or flight, and you're going to try to get around it and try to escape. When we're on motorcycles, don't fight. So have that anger. Have it. Have that adrenaline dump. Okay, that's not the bad thing. I'm not saying you guys be peaceful all the time. What I'm saying is that if you get that gut feeling of that anger, don't fight. Transition. Train yourself to do the escaping, the flight part, because we don't want to collide with anybody. We need to get around them, or we need to stay away from them. We don't want to fight. Now, if you want to do it in person, get some jiu-jitsu training. All right, so when navigating intersections, be aware of vehicles that approach the intersection at roughly the same time. So we're starting to intersect. Okay, we're starting to intersect. Like I use the analogy of soccer or football or both, because I know you guys are all across the world. If you see any type of ball sport where a ball is going and you have to intersect, you have to actually catch it, you have to kick it, you have to hit it with a tennis racket, you have to do something. So you want to be able to understand how things move and where things move in time and space. If we're seeing another vehicle as the ball and us as the player and we're moving and we're going to collide, I'm going to catch that car. We're playing the opposite of the sport. We don't want to catch the car. So same principle of intersecting, same principle of catching something, but now instead of trying to catch it, modulate ourselves so we don't get hit, modulate ourselves so we don't hit something. slow it down, speed it up, whatever it is. I prefer to slow it down, just kind of let the person go versus speeding up and trying to beat them, okay? It's not a smart thing to do. So a full 3-second stop at a stop sign. So here's the thing. You stop there at a stop sign. You take a quick look left, quick look right, quick look left. We're good. Go. So give yourself a second, give yourself a second, give yourself a second, and go. And the same time, or not at the same time, but when you're starting to go, look at the ground for road surface hazards. Look where you want to go when it comes to what lane you're going to go. So here at the stop sign, if I want to turn left, I'm looking right, looking left, and I'm looking where I want to go on the left side and get into that lane. Look for the road surface hazards and then just move off. Okay, accelerate after your nose is pointed where it wants to go. That's going to buy you a lot of time to actually see any hazards left and right. So utilizing our headlights. Okay, I believe in the United States, you have to have 100% running headlights. And that's just on motorcycles. And that's just what it is. Now, I like to use the head. If that's the case, okay, cool. That's going to help with our visibility. But one thing I like to do is, and I talk about it all the time, is that lights, great. They're going to grab your attention. That's what human eyes like to grab. But also movement. Also movement. So if you have a headlight just in front of you, you're riding, and you're just staying still, yeah, you might be seen, but all of a sudden you're doing this. A little bit easier to be seen, huh? So when I'm riding, I'm not bouncing around in different lane positions. I'm in center lane for the most part, maybe left if it's behind a vehicle, but I'm just kind of like moving into just a little bit. And that's going to grab somebody's attention. It's almost like creating a modulating headlight. And if local laws say you can have a modulating headlight and brake lights, oh yeah, grab those. Everybody will see you, trust me. But ensure your headlights are working well. Don't flash people. Don't go crazy like that. If you want to, coming up to an intersection, go ahead and present yourself a little bit. Maybe if you have a little trigger button for the high beams, maybe throw it out there, but don't keep it on and blind people because that kind of defeats the purpose. Turn signals. Everyone should understand that it's an indicator. Okay, it's indicating where you want to go and utilize them the correct way. The problem is a lot of people utilize them the wrong way or leave them on. And so people start to develop this complacency of, oh, they don't mean anything. No, just do it the right way. Just do it the right way. Most people understand when you have a turn signal or an indicator and then all of a sudden they see their brake lights. Oh yeah, they're slowing down to make that turn. So if you're having just the brake lights, they don't know what you're doing. Okay, they don't know if you're stopping because there's something in the road. They don't know if you're turning left. They don't know if you're turning right. So they're going to pass you, whatever it is. They're going to make their own decisions and assumptions. So if you have your indicator like I'm turning right and a brake light all of a sudden starts happening, they're like, oh yeah, that's communication. They're telling me they're turning right and they have their brake lights. That's 2. 1 + 1 = 2. I'm not going to pass them on the right or whatever it is. I don't think they could in a car, but you know what I mean. Brake lights, same thing. That's going to indicate that you are slowing down. A lot of people don't pay attention to that, and they kind of observe if somebody's getting bigger or closer. So if they get bigger, that means you're getting closer to them. If they get smaller, it means you're getting further away. So and that's usually how they judge it, but a lot of people are terrible at judging space and time and speed. So having brake lights really helps. It lets them know that you are slowing down. Hopefully they're paying attention, okay? So the horn, yeah, sometimes it's needed. Like if this person right here is at a stop sign and they just weren't going, that's when I would use the horn. Okay, I don't like it when people are at a green light and immediately it turns green. I don't know how to snap with this finger. So it immediately turns green and then boom, here's the horn. I hate that. Give them a couple seconds. Not a big deal. But yeah, that's the only time I'll ever use the horn. I don't use it in emergency situations. And I know it says that. We need to change that, Nathan. We need to change that. So what do you guys think? How to be visible? Make sure you're visible. Write in the comments. I'll be seeing you guys around. Join the MTC Ride Academy. Get to the shop. Rescue packs, all those things. I know about 20, 30, 50, 70% of you guys are leaving right now, but hey, here you go. Those of you that have stayed, I like you. Grab yourself a slice of pizza, and I'll see you later.